Yo, Alex here from Despised Icon, and you are colliding with Yell Magazine. Boom.
Welcome to Heavy Montreal. Being from Montreal, how much do you love having such a great festival in your backyard?
I mean, it's great. I don't have to travel like 1,000 kilometers or take a couple flights or anything, so it's good to just grab the metro and be here in half an hour. But Montreal, Heavy Montreal is always a good time. I love the site this year. They're very accommodating to artists, so it's great. But there's a great crowd, great bands. Can't complain, man. It's good to be home. It's good to be here.
Yeah, the site is quite different this year. Anything that you like in particular?
Shorter walks, definitely.
After about a 7-year hiatus, the band is back with a new album, Beast. How does it feel to have some new material out there?
Oh, dude, it feels great. I mean, like you said, it's been 7 years since our last record. We've been playing reunion shows since 2014. Now we're officially back, and during those reunion shows, just playing songs that we wrote 5, 10, 12 years ago. Obviously, it's our shit. We enjoy it and everything, but I was itching to play some new material, especially knowing what we were sitting on. So it's great. It's great. And there was a bit of pressure, We didn't know how fans would receive Beast, our new record. Bands get older and fans, they sort of just want to listen to your Black Album or your Rust in Peace or your Appetite for Destruction. And then there's that pressure to, still appeal to the people that, gave you that opportunity to jump on stage in the first place. And luckily, I don't know why, but fans dig it, we've been gone for so long and to see like all the diehard fans come out of the woodwork and to see, fresh and unfamiliar faces, people that got into us, after we broke up and seeing us live for the first time and Beast being our best-selling record, opening week, that's very motivating to us. So thanks to all the fans back home, definitely.
You mentioned it, and I was going to ask, how was the audience reaction today?
It was good. I mean, I feel like a couple of guys out there might have been a little hungover. Heat stroke already, maybe a little tired. I've seen Montreal a bit more chaotic, but that being said, it was a great show, good participation, and yeah, man, again, can't complain.
Right. In an interview with Vice, you said that you've been listening to a lot of rap and hip-hop lately.
Yes.
How has that influenced or affected or inspired your vocal delivery?
I mean, I started out as a drummer, and so having that background, being, consuming a lot of hip hop, whether it's old school or new school, trap or whatever, I don't know. I feel like it somewhat influences my vocal flow, the rhythm, the delivery. I write the majority of the vocals for Despised. I do all the vocal placement and all that, and having that background is definitely interesting, maybe a little refreshing as well, because death metal bands are often influenced by death metal, and in our case, we try to broaden our horizons a little bit more. And some people love it, some people hate it, but at least we're doing our shit, Yeah. We're doing our own thing, so.
Yeah, I think you said that in an interview as well about death metal bands being influenced by other death metal bands.
No, I think what I said, I mean, a lot of people ask what our influence is, and then they're us being categorized as, a deathcore band or modern death metal or whatever, but deathcore is like the recurring term, and often being credited with one of the bands, if not, the first band that started this shit. And I'm not gonna lie, we were one of the firsts, but people are often surprised when they ask, all right, what do you listen to? What are the deathcore bands that influenced you? And I'm like, you know what? A lot of those bands are my friends. A lot of those bands are bands that I've toured with and that I respect fully. But I don't really listen to their records, no disrespect. And what got us to start this band, we were all in death metal bands in the past. And when the time came to do this band, which was our second or third death metal band, already back then, we were like, all right, let's not put out the same band and the same record again. So what should we do to, what can we do to make things a little interesting or different for us, this time around? So we started, adding some hardcore influences here and there. So, yeah, I mean, we're influenced by Dying Fetus, Devourment, Suffocation. Suffocation's playing today. I'm so stoked. They got a new fill-in drummer, Derek Boyer, their bass player. He texted me. He was like, yo, who should I ask to try out on drums? I was like, one of my friends in Ottawa, he's a drum god. You should hit him up. And he's on tour with them right now doing Summer Slaughter. So the fact that one of my friends is touring with Suffocation, a band, one of my favorite bands, a band that I've toured with, that's sick. That's tight, But anyways, yeah, long story short, yeah, death metal.
And you're on Nuclear Blast now with your new album.
Yes.
How have they been treating you, and are they letting you pretty much do whatever you want?
Yes. They're the type of label that are very artist friendly. They joke around with us most of the time. Sometimes we don't even talk about the record or the music, which is tight. They care about Despised, the musicians, but also the people. So that's very comforting. They respect our vision. They weren't like, yo, you should maybe change the color of your album cover. Or maybe this shouldn't be your single. We picked out all the singles and they were like, yeah, do whatever you want. So for them to being that supportive of our band, being that welcoming of our ideas, not trying to mold us into something else, that's sick, And yeah, man, I mean, they're the only label that we approached. They're my favorite metal label, 97, I picked up this compilation, Death is Just the Beginning by Nuclear Blast. That's how I discovered In Flames for the first time, Dimmu Borgir, Meshuggah, a lot of bands. So to be on that label now with, Slayer, Hatebreed, with a lot of touring buddies, Die Art is Murder, Carnifex, it's feels like a suitable home. It feels like a great home for us.
Okay, and just to wrap up with something a little light and easy.
Yes.
Are you playing Pokemon Go?
No. I'm not a gamer. No, I've never tried it. I know it's pretty hyped up right now. I'm actually curious, but no, I just feel disconnected with all that shit, to be honest.
Okay, well, what do you think about like the Montreal police arresting people for jaywalking and stuff? Who are playing it?
I was not aware of that. I mean, I had a ticket once for jaywalking. Fuck you, man. I mean, there's people getting raped or getting murdered or getting their shit stolen in the meantime. So, but that being said, they're doing their job. I don't want to hate on anyone, but I feel like there are more important topics for them to attend or for them to supervise or whatever. So, whatever. It is what it is.